Go ahead.
Them son of guns never answer me sometimes. I mean, they probably think I'm some kind of hunter or something. Nah, they might not know it's another crow around. You know, they sometimes respond to that call. That produces a lot of a reaction to the birds, you know. I gotta stay down low though, 'cause they might see me. I mean,
What's about the dogs barking?
now them dad blasted dogs. I mean, they around here, hounds stuff. That's what scares away the birds. I mean, them things bark and act like there's something around or something. They get pretty nervous. You know, you can't do no bird calling hardly when the dogs are around. I mean, it seemed that probably didn't even work 'cause them dogs are around barking and everything. Well, I'm gonna be real quiet. Just take a look around here. The brush is so thick through here. I mean, they can't really tell. Sometimes they can't tell you here. You just gotta kind of walk slow and everything. You gotta act like a tree sometimes. You know, you gotta stand still. You gotta wear neutral. You gotta wear neutral colors too, like earth colors. I mean, you can't be wearing no neon green, you know, because they might see that. You know, you don't go around and see a tree with neon green on the leaves. I mean, this don't happen these days. You gotta kind of wear neutral colors and everything so they won't be able to see it. What I like to do is to stand still next to a tree. Just stand there. Sooner or later, you become the atmosphere around you. You mean, and you gotta talk real quiet too. I mean, they can hear the littlest whisper. Now, what I'm doing right here, it sounds kind of funny. I like to check at the trees out around me and see if it's climbable or not. And sometimes I occasionally climb up trees, and you know, it gives you a perspective of where the birds are in the trees. You know, sometimes birds ain't bending down on the ground like you usually do. You know, you got to get up in the tree sometimes. You know, usually about this time in the evening, they ain't as active, but you know, that just gives you a better chance of them not seeing you. So I'm gonna try to climb up this tree right here. Sometimes it's pretty hard. You know, sometimes you just gotta get up and go. You know, so I'll try this. This takes a lot of skill and practice on my part. You know, sometimes it don't work. You gotta try a few. Come on, hold up on me. All right. Now, I'm at the point, the midsection of the tree. You know, if I was to look across, I could see a chickadee or something on the branch, and you may not be able to see me. You gotta blend in with the tree. You gotta stand still. You know, I love this though. Anyway, them daggone dogs barking. I like to get like this and sometimes call. And you gotta hide after that. If you don't hide, they might see you. And sometimes you gotta stick your finger out and it looks like a branch. They don't know the difference. I waited all my life for a bird from the Navy to come and land on my finger. And that would be I just want that to happen one time before I die. It's for a chickadee or something, or a titmouse, or a white-breasted nuthatch or something to come and land on my finger. You know, it's simple. You can add another little twig or something on it. You know, it don't matter. You gotta be creative in this thing. And I would climb higher, but they ain't no use right now. They's at the midsections of the trees in this time of hour. You know? Well, I'm not having too much luck right now. And they don't seem to be responding right now. I may have to get another perspective. I don't know. I mean, this atmosphere right now around us, you know, it's kind of chilly outside. Which, again, it don't matter. I mean, they have feathers, you know. They don't get cold sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to try to hop on back down here and see if I can try some other areas to call from. There's special ways you get down too. Usually I just jump like that. You just think of different ways, you just think of different kinds of things to do when you're bird watching. I mean, it don't matter. You can be creative. I mean, sometimes you can act like a bush and they don't see you or nothing like that. And, it works like that sometimes. I mean, I've even gone to some extended I took my chances of acting like something else, but what you can do sometimes, you gotta be good at this. I mean, it's pretty hard. You can even act like a log sometimes. I mean, they will not know the difference. I tell you, you just listen to me. I'm gonna try it like that. You gotta be real quiet. They ain't supposed to know you're here yet. You just do something like, you gotta stick your hands in your pocket. 'Cause you don't see no log on the ground with their hands sticking out or whatever you want to call it. So right now you gotta, and sometimes, how trees fall sometimes, you gotta make it sound natural when you fall. Something like this. And you just lay there. And they may not see you, they may see you, I don't know. You just lay there for a minute, and they won't know the difference. And oh man, this ain't as easy as it used to be when I was 6, 7 years old. Sometimes you can even roll on the ground like a log rolls down a hill. You can start rolling like this. But you gotta keep your eyes closed sometimes, because logs don't have eyes or nothing. So you can start rolling down the hill like this. And sometimes you stop because there's a tree in the way. And a log don't roll right past a tree, So you gotta sit still. And this don't seem to be working too good right now, so I believe I'll try something else. You gotta be good. You gotta be quiet still. I'm gonna take a walk around a little bit, see what I can find. That's a good tree right there. You ready? Finally, we got one. A white-breasted nuthatch, excuse me.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is a great fun. I mean, you gotta really know what you're
I
doing.
can really hear a bird. Oh, there's a bird. We could use it as footage.
Now that right there's a sort of a finch. That's a species of finch. Or sparrow maybe one. It's too dark to tell almost. He knows we're here. His presence. His presence. He's right there. His presence. He knows we're here. He's just letting us know. He's wanting to go to the bird feeder. He's wanting to get to the bird feeder. But we have to stand perfectly still. Act like nature. Act like nothing is wrong in this picture. In this atmosphere. Because if you do, he will know. And he'll realize you. He'll think you're a threat. Now, there they go again, down on the ground. He's feeding on the seed. Look at that camouflage. That camouflage. That's from the great horned owl. I tell you what. That son of a gun could not get them if he can't see them. I mean, and then it's easy to see. It's easy to see sometimes. That great horned owl, man, his big old round eyes, his head spinning 360 degrees around. I mean, it ain't hard to hide. It ain't easy to hide from that great horned owl. But they're pretty good at it. Now he's just feeding on them sunflower seeds and seeds on the ground.
We're trying to walk over to it.
Just hold the microphone. He knows we're here, man. Actually, I've never been this close when they come down like that. You figure they'd be scared of us or something. Hey, I can't believe that bird really came down that close to us, though.
What?
I cannot believe that bird came that close to us. I mean, that was true bird watching action right there. I mean, that's just, it ain't once in a lifetime. Ain't the once in a lifetime kind of thing, but you know, it's a thrill to see you standing there, and the birds think you're a part of nature. I mean, there ain't nothing more better than that.